Once upon a time, there lived an old grandmother. She loved to walk in the woods and listen to the stream in the spring as it began to melt the ice. She walked on the beaches as she saw that the stream began to flow into an ocean that was wide and beautiful. Every day, she would learn something new from this beach. She saw the ice melting and the water underneath flowing through the rocks, being fresh and beautiful and cool. She saw the old leaves and the new lichen as it began to form on the rocks, the old grasses and the new moss and the ferns. She lived in a little old house by this beach and looked out over the tides as they came in and out. They amazed her with the life that was flowing all the year round. The seaweed was floating under those beautiful waves, and the rocks were from the old days, from the Neolithic times, 200 million year old souls that guarded her house. Each day as she walked to the beach on the stones, she would discover and think about the history of them and all of the beings that had touched these stones before she had. All of the leaves on the beach and the trees that had grown up around these beautiful rocks. And she thought of her family and her beautiful granddaughter. And she thought, oh, it's her birthday very soon. What shall I give her for her birthday? And she realized that she would like to make her a loom. So she began to look for sticks on the beach, and each stick she picked up, she would see if it was the right stick to add to her loom. She found roots and heart rocks, thinking of the one that she loved. She especially looked for beaver sticks as she wandered the beach, and she found that she would look for the ends that had been chewed by the beavers, and they were so beautiful that she began collecting those sticks and laying them out on the beach. Just as the tide was coming in, she had found 7 beautiful sticks with which to make her loom, and she began putting them together on the beach. And there they were. Now she needed to find old netting to do a warp to make her threads for the warp, and then seaweed to make a beautiful weaving with grasses and the new moss. And so she continued to search and found everything she needed for a beautiful present for her beloved granddaughter. The end.